Algebraic expressions. What comes to mind when you hear the word constant? If there is constant rainfall, you know that it is raining without stopping. If you have a constant itch on your left foot, that means the itch isn't changing or going away. In algebra, we use the term constant to refer to a number with a value that doesn't change. The number 3 is a constant because 3 is going to have a value of 3 no matter what. It can never have a value of 5, or 29, or 8,000. Now how about the word variable? Maybe you've heard that word used in a weather report as the meteorologist refers to variable winds. That means that the wind speed keeps changing. Many banks offer variable interest rates to account holders, meaning that the amount of interest can change periodically. So in algebra, the term variable refers to a value that can change or a value that is currently unknown. We show these variable values using common English letters such as x, y, and n. In algebra, constants, variables, and operator signs can be put together to make a mathematical problem. This type of number sentence is called an equation because it has an equal sign in it. The equal sign joins two expressions and shows that the value of the two expressions is the same. You'll work a lot more with algebra equations in the next unit, but for now, take a look at just the left side of this equation, 5 times n. That part of the equation is called an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase made up of variables, constants, and mathematical operations. An expression does not include an equal sign. Can you identify the constant and the variable in the expression? You can use the statements given in a word problem to write an algebraic expression. Carly has 12 board games, and then she adds some more board games. Write an expression that represents how many board games Carly has. Remember that you're looking for constants, which are unchanging values, and variables, which are values that can change or are unknown. You're also using logic to determine which operation the word problem suggests. The constant in this problem is 12, because the number 12 has an unchanging value of 12. What is the variable or unknown value? You know that Carly gets some more board games, but you don't know how many that is, so you show this value with a variable such as n. Now let's determine the operation needed for the expression. Ask yourself, what is happening in this word problem? Carly is getting more board games for her collection, so you know that the addition operation is needed. Let's put this together. "12 plus n" is a very basic algebraic expression and quite useful to start with, but there's no limit to the expressions that can be written to solve problems. In fact, an algebraic expression can, and often does, have more than one constant and variable. Pause the video and carefully read over these examples of algebraic expressions shown in word and symbol form. Notice how multiplication is written in algebra. The last 4 expressions on this table all show multiplication, but they use different formats. The multiplication sign. As you advance in algebra, you'll find the multiplication sign is used less frequently because it looks very similar to the variable x. The dot operator. To prevent confusion with x and the multiplication sign, mathematicians often use a dot operator between the values being multiplied. The parentheses. A numeral or variable outside of a set of parentheses means that the value is multiplied by whatever is inside the parentheses. In this example, 8 is multiplied by the value of z minus 2. You can also have more than one set of parentheses such as this, which means the same as 5 times 2. And finally, multiplied values next to each other. In this example, the numeral 3 is multiplied by the value of the variable x and is shown as 3x. Remember that this way to show multiplication only works when a variable is involved. You can multiply a numeral and a variable, like 3x, or a variable and another variable, like xy, but never two numerals. For example, if you wanted to show 8 times 5, you could write it like this, but never like this. You've learned about algebraic expressions, including constants, variables, and how they work together in equations. Keep practicing to become more confident in recognizing and solving these expressions. Remember, math is like a puzzle. The more you explore, the better you'll get at finding the right solutions.